Before we start today's video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have a giveaway over on my Instagram account, which will be linked in the description, for the brand new Adventure Awaits expansion pack, which will be ending on release day, which is the 2nd of October. So if you do want to enter, be sure to click the link in the description. It's completely free to enter, so it's definitely worth it. It is only for PC EA app only players, so just to let you guys know. Anyway, enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a lovely weekend and you're excited for a brand new speed build today. So we are continuing with our apartment townhouses, and we are working on an apartment for a family of 8. We have 6 children and 2 adults. This family is a step family, so the mum is married into the family. The dad originally had a lot of children before her, and then they do share one little girl who is an infant. So as I was saying, I keep having to cut my recording, so I really do apologise if it is a little bit choppy, but I can't really do much about it. So we're just going to try and get through it as best as possible. Loving life. Trying to record a voiceover when you do not have quiet is like one of the most difficult things in the world, and it can drive someone insane, especially when you're not a confident talker. But nonetheless, I digress. We are now working on the floor plan. I am a little bit crazy about the floor plans, not in a good way. It does drive me a bit crazy is what I mean, because the spacing is quite small, and I usually build for really big families, so it's really hard to fit everybody in, and the floor plans aren't the biggest, so it's a little bit of a struggle. Although it is teaching me to build in smaller spaces, which is still a skill, because building in big spaces or small spaces both are difficult and require a lot of attention. So you know, I'm still working on things. It's just, it is a little bit frustrating. However, we're now moving on to the kitchen. I really like how the kitchen looks. I did decide for this room I wanted to have like a green blue kind of theme with, like, you know, obviously like light brown shade wood, which I think turned out really nice. I really like these cupboards. They are base game. I'm using a kitchen clutter fridge. I cannot remember where the oven is from. I think it's Cool Kitchen, but I could be wrong. And then we're using a lot of the kitchen clutter for the kitchen, of course, because it is stunning. I absolutely love this kit. I think this is one of the first kits I ever got gifted off EA, which is really cool. I think. I could be wrong though. Anyway, I do apologise if there's any background sound of people talking, but there's nothing I can do about it, so we'll just have to deal with it. Hopefully you can't hear it, but honestly, who knows. But anyway, so we're now just decorating the kitchen. Like I said, I wanted it to feel very homely, and before I get comments, in Britain, homely means cute and cozy. In America, it means like the opposite. Homey, I think in America means the same thing, but anyway, homely in Britain means very like cute, cozy, and just very like, you know, family orientated, and just, I don't know, like a suburban classic cozy style. Anywho, nonetheless, we are still decorating the kitchen, and this is sped up quite a lot. For some reason today it's been quite difficult to build. Some days I'm like really quick at it and I've got like an exact idea of what I want, and other days I'm just a bit slower at it. I didn't sleep last night, so I'm probably really tired. Not for any reason in particular. I was just finishing one of my series, and you know how it is once you get stuck into it. It's hard to stop. So yes, we're now just decorating the other side of the kitchen. I wanted it to have like an autumnal feel to it without being over the top, so just try and include like these cute little pots, and I apologise if I whistled then, that went very high pitched. But yeah, so we are just finishing up in the kitchen, and a little bit of the backstory for this family though, because you guys love the stories, I love making the stories, so it's a win-win. So this particular family, like I said, they are like a blended family. So the mum met the dad when they were like later on in life, when they were like mid-30s, maybe late 30s, who knows, and they do have a daughter together who's like 5-6 months old. But the dad originally had another wife who they divorced when they were quite young, but they do have 5 children together. So they have a son who is a teenager, they've got a teenage daughter, and they have 3 girls who are children. 2 of them are twins and 1 of them is a singleton. And then of course they have an infant together. So they have 6 children combined, but the dad does have 5 children who aren't the mums, if that makes sense. So the son, he is the eldest, and he is, I'd say, like 17-ish. So he's like, you know, about to go off to college and hopefully start his own life. He really, really doesn't like living with his stepmother. There's nothing wrong with her. She's a really nice lady. She does her best, but I think he's just, yeah, he misses his mum. I think she's still alive. It's not like anything tragic happened. He just doesn't see her as often because she does live further away, so it's a little bit more difficult for them to have a relationship. But yeah, I think he's just waiting to go off to college, and I think maybe he's like got a girlfriend and he just wants to move out with her. So that is a bit of the storyline behind that. And then we do have a daughter whose room we're coming on to in a second. She is the singleton. I'd say she's like 12 years old, so she's about to be a teenager, but just not quite yet. But her room is still very kid-like. I think that she's like clinging on to her childhood a bit because she really wishes that her mum was still here. Like I said, she's still alive, but they don't see it very much, so she does still have a lot of her childhood stuff in her room, even though she is like, you know, about to be a teenager. I did give her this little craft desk because I thought maybe that was from her old house and she just didn't want to part from it, so I think she's still quite kid-like, which is nothing wrong with that. And I was saying to her mum yesterday, funnily enough, how when I was 13 I literally looked like an 8-year-old, whereas like 13-year-olds these days look like adults, and it's quite scary. It's scary that you can't tell how young they really are, but I literally look like an 8-year-old. But it was nothing that she ever did. I just enjoyed playing. I think social media has definitely made children grow up a lot too quickly, but I really enjoyed playing until I was around 13, 14, and I'm not ashamed to say that, because like my mum always says, you've got like, if you're lucky enough to live till you're 100, you've got like 80 something years worth of adulthood. Why not enjoy, you know, 10 to 15 years of playing and being a kid? So I'm really glad that I had like a really nice childhood. But when I was making her room, I was kind of thinking of like me when I was younger. I still had all of my childhood stuff in my room because it was just my happy place. Didn't mean I necessarily played with it all, but it was just like my comfort, you know, it was my little space. But anyway, moving on. We're now working on the teenage daughter's room. I'd say she's like 15. So it goes the eldest son, then this daughter, and then the kiddie 12-year-old. So this girl, she is very much into writing. She likes writing, she likes art, she's very artistic, she likes music, and I think that she is a bit of a romancer. I think that she likes to play the field. I'd say she's like 15, 16, maybe we'll go a little bit older. But she, since her mum isn't around much anymore, she doesn't really have much guidance, so she kind of just does her own thing. But I don't think she's very rebellious. I think she's quite sensible, but you know, she hasn't really got much guidance and she doesn't really know what she wants. I think maybe she's bisexual and she's got crushes on girls and boys, and she doesn't really know how to handle those emotions, so I think she maybe like writes about it. Maybe she's got like a blog or something. But I thought she was just very creative, and this cute little teddy, I was kind of imagining that perhaps maybe her mum gave her the teddy. I don't know, I like creating a lot of lore behind my content, so that was the story for her. I feel like I could go a lot more into it, but I would just talk forever, so I'll have to do some sort of like storyline when I make my save file and write proper descriptions of everybody. But for now, we're just going to keep it short and sweet. So we are now just finishing up in another bathroom. There are so many bathrooms. I didn't film one of them, or two of them actually, because they're really small and there was nothing really to film, so there are more bathrooms than I filmed, just so you guys know. But anyway, we're now moving on to the son's room. This is the eldest son's room. Like I said, I say eldest, there's only one boy, but he does have the basement room, and he does have a room next to his, which is full of all of their storage stuff. Obviously I couldn't like over clutter it because then you wouldn't be able to walk through it, but I was kind of imagining that perhaps that's where all of their stuff was placed when they moved. And they do have a ping pong table as well, which is quite cool. But yeah, I really wanted this room to feel very like teenage boy vibe, but not too childlike as well. I wanted it to be a bit more like an older teen, so like 17, 18-year-old. I don't think he's an adult yet, so maybe he's like late 17, maybe he's like about to be 18. But I really like his room. I think it turned out really nice. It's got a nice vibe to it. It's got like a deep blue purple colour scheme, and I just really like it, so I hope you guys like it too. But yeah, I really hope you guys are having a good start to your week. It's quite sunny here today, thankfully, but it was very grim yesterday. And there was supposed to be a blood moon here in the UK, but it was cloudy. Of course it was cloudy. So my parents and my fiance and I went to the beach, and it was like insane waves. The waves were like literally mental, but we didn't see the moon. But it was still a good time, although it was really cold. I'm definitely feeling more like autumnal vibes now. Anyone else? It's definitely getting colder, but I'm quite liking it. I don't like that it's getting darker really though, that's the only downfall, but I quite like the cold. But yeah, anyway, back onto the video. We're now working on the storage room like I was talking about, and this is quite a lot of stuff. I included quite a lot of Christmas stuff because, you know, they don't have an attic, I was thinking, so they had to have stuff in the basement, and I forget to do basements in my games all the time because in the UK we don't really have basements. As I was saying, literally the third time I'm trying to record a clip, I love my life. We don't really have basements in the UK, so I really do forget to include them. But then obviously we don't have an attic space that you can really like play in, so I did decide to include it downstairs for today, and it does seem kind of fit in that it's kind of like, you know, the teenage son's out of the way in the basement where he like wants to be left alone. I just thought it kind of fit the storyline, so that's why I included it. But now moving on to the top floor, this is the parents' room. I don't normally do too much in the parents' room, to be honest, because there's not really much to include, but I really like how this room turned out and I like the colour scheme, so there we are. We have 2 rooms left, but I am going to end the voiceover here today, guys, because I really want to get this out to you and I have very, very limited time. So I wish you all the most wonderful day. Thank you all so much for the support. I really appreciate your endless loveliness to my content. And yeah, so like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a brand new speed build. Thanks for watching. Bye my lovelies.
Gets cold, let's turn up the heat, yeah. With every beat we feel the night could be surreal. Could be surreal. When the beat drops down low, let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? Your breath's the rhythm pulling me deeper.